Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. All of my pirates and pirates. This is Rumboyz After Dark. Make sure that you guys strap in. We have a roller coaster of a show for you guys. Last week was already a roller coaster. Well, we're back. Guess who's back? Back again. The Rumboyz are back to break down all things NFL and fantasy football for you. So make sure that you guys lock in your seats, tuned in. We appreciate you guys. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you guys dive off into the live chat. Enjoy all the conversations. Subscribe to the channel, like, share the content, all that good stuff. We need you guys to show us a lot of love. Really quick, if you are into daily fantasy player props, then here's what I need you to do, all right? Here's what me and the cast and crew are going to do. The cast and crew and here's what we're going to do. Promo code Rumboyz in all caps. That's right. Promo code Rumboyz in all caps. All right. We're going to match you on your very first deposit over there on monkeyknifefight.com. Okay. Again, that is monkeyknifefight.com. You can also download the Monkey Knife Fight app available on iOS and Android. For all your daily fantasy prop needs, get on over to monkeyknifefight.com. If you are into daily player props, get on over to monkeyknifefight.com. Utilize promo code Rumboyz. Get matched on your very first deposit all the way up to $100. All right. Dilly, y'all. All righty. Also, I want to remind everybody as well. You've been seeing me on the Twitters lately being real active about the Stacks app. That's because my friends and I over at the Stacks app, we're in the midst of a lot of giveaways going down right now. Right now, we got our Stackatology tournament for March Madness. For some of you, it may be March Sadness, and that's understandable, and that's A-okay. But we are giving away an autographed Glenn Rice jersey for our March Madness tournament with our Stackatology tournament. Also, we have a NFL draft tournament coming out as well, an NFL draft predictor tournament where we'll be giving away more autograph gear and a whole lot more prizes that you're going to be able to win with my friends over at Pickup and I. So make sure that you guys are downloading the Stacks app. Link is in the description, okay? Let's go ahead and get into the show, ladies and gentlemen. The cast and crew should be here, should be good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, first up, my co-host. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Drop the Mic FF.
What's up, Robbie? It's definitely been an interesting week in football and in March Madness. Let's get this Friday night started.
Hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, ladies and gentlemen, give it up. It's your boy Pangs Picks.
Anyways, I thought I needed intro music this week because we got so much to talk about.
We have so much to talk about. Appreciate you being
here,
brother.
Me and you, Pang. It's on my Donkey Kong, bitch.
Hey, we'll get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, representing the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, give it up. Tonight, he's going by that guy, but you all know him as Saint Pat FF.
Have you guys seen the new Batman movie?
No, I have not.
So I didn't go see it, but
no spoilers.
I'm not going to drop any spoilers. But whenever I want to see a potential Batman, I just go and visit the local orphanage. It's like a sneak preview.
Oh, that was dark. Ladies and gentlemen, next up here on the panel, give it up for Z2 Fantasy. What's up, Toby?
What's up, boys? How's it going?
Oh, living La Vida Loca, bro. Living my life like it's golden. Living my best life. All that good shit. Let's go. Let's get into it. Next up here on the panel, ladies and gentlemen. Last but certainly not least, we do have another guest that will be joining us later here in the show. But last but certainly not least, give it up for Raji Harris. What's up, bro?
What's up, bitches? Anyways, yeah, no, I can't relate to the two motherfuckers up at the top. My team had a very anticlimactic free agency, at least this week.
Well,
Can't relate, but
listen,
let's get into it.
That's your fault. That's your fault.
My fault for being what the fuck?
It's your fault for being a.
Robbie, you're saying that like your
franchise.
team did anything, bro. You traded for fucking Carson Wentz. Shut up.
But we
Hey,
at least did something.
Super Bowl
We-
champion
no,
Carson Wentz.
We at least did something. We at least
Hey,
did
they got
something.
McKissick back.
Y'all
Super Bowl
are-
champion
y'all
while
are
Nick
just-
Foles was starting.
Y'all are
Trubisky
just
drafted
fucking
over
poverty-ridden.
Mahomes.
I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to deny that. We're not
As
here
their
to
new
talk.
starting
We're not talking about my
Robbie,
team right
don't
now.
call my
My
team
team's
poverty.
not on the show sheet. Your team is poverty.
Says you didn't have a team. Your team did not have a name for 2 years. Don't talk to me, Robbie.
For
Come
a
on, bro.
year.
Don't do
for a
that.
year,
2
for a
years.
year,
2
for a
years.
year.
Two seasons.
You know
2
what?
years.
You know what, Raj?
Am I gonna get muted?
Just deal with the shit. No, I'm not gonna mute you
Alright.
right now. I'm not drunk enough yet. But I am gonna say I am. No. Let me put.
Y'all
the
did release
motherfucker
Landon
in place.
Collins. CR just
Let me
dropped down
put-
this
I
back.
know that we. I'm about to
Yeah,
get to the
Landon
chat in a
Collins,
minute.
what?
No, I'm
Landon Collins
talking
isn't
to
that
this little motherfucker. Hold on.
What's up?
Okay.
Collins a little red
Listen,
at this point.
You need to deal with the shit stains that you're destined to walk in. See, I've dealt with it.
Oh.
I understand what it's like. But you as a Steelers fan are just spoiled. That's right. Hide. I know why you're hiding, but hide because it's
Hey,
perfect
Robbie.
timing for my fucking joke. Huh?
because his mom walked.
My fucking mom walked into the room,
I know
bro.
his mom walked
More than
in.
trying to get doxxed, you know? Shit.
What up,
So I
CR?
saw-
She
Leaf
wanted to give me
defense.
popcorn.
I saw an article the other day. The Commanders ranked number 2 in salaries paid for missed games.
You can also lick
fair.
my ass, Pat.
But that's not their fault. That's just
That's not,
injuries
no, that
being-
was just a literal. It's just a fact.
Like, who ranks number
Pretty
one,
funny,
though?
though.
Hold
I
on.
don't
Do we want to have a fucking podcast or not? Like
Yes.
are we doing this or not?
I'm here
We're
for fucking only
introing,
wrong.
like we're monologuing.
Listen,
Agreed. Yeah, let's
monologuing. Since
Ad-libbing.
when the fuck did we do
All right.
that?
Someone hit
ladies
the
and
drop.
gentlemen, God damn it. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls. What it do. Dilly. We have an action-packed show for you. Let's go. I'm drinking rum and grapefruit. Fucking Beanie Man
Yo,
would be
grapefruit's
so
fucking
pissed that I...
gross.
Yo, dude, no, not when you mix that shit with some rum. You get that nice, like, a little bitter at the end. It's beautiful. All right, so if you guys haven't noticed, for those, if this is your first time tuning into the show, I purposely put 2 people at the top to set the show off for a motherfucking reason.
Because fuck you, that's why.
Because fuck you, that's why. With
Also, I would
news
not eat
breaking,
grapefruit.
with the news breaking,
Not even for $1,000, I wouldn't eat that
kinky.
shit.
With the news breaking this week that Tyreek Hill has been traded to the Miami Dolphins, how does this affect Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins, respectively? Please include your fantasy implications. And who the fuck has me echoing in the background?
I just
It's in me again.
at the
Okay.
very end. I did.
Of course.
Go ahead, Mike. It's your take.
I'll lower you down. It's gonna help you.
So at first, when this came across, I was at work and I was in a meeting. I had no idea this happened for like 45 minutes after this. I had 3 people walking in the meeting and literally say, we need to tell Mike something because they knew that I was going to be devastated. I was for about 24 hours. I am not that upset anymore. When I looked into this as a Chiefs fan, they were working on the contract extension since the Super Bowl. He wanted to be paid in the top 5. They said okay. And then guess what happened? Christian Kirk fucking got paid. And then he said, I want to be paid in the top 3. And they said, we can work that out. Then Devontae Adams got freaking paid. And he said, and don't forget who his agent is. We have to remember his agent is freaking Drew Rosenhaus. That's a key thing. They walked in and they offered him $26 million, and Drew Rosenhaus said, screw you. So he's going to be making what, $4 million a year more to go to the Dolphins, and we don't know if Tua can throw him the deep ball.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Had sex.
Am I mad that he's gone?
Doesn't matter how it's-
Am I absolutely devastated like I thought I would be when I knew I was going to have to come on the show the day that it got announced. No. Fantasy implications, I'm a little worried because I did not want Juju to be our number one.
Okay.
And
we fine.
Tyreek Hill is going to, or Kelsey's going to get double teamed. I do love it. I do love it for Jalen Waddle because it's going to open up the field for him. But I do want to say is I think I'm going to predict something, and I know, Robbie, you already know what I think because of stacks. Two things I think could happen. The Chiefs are famous for trading back-end first-round picks for vets. I still think they could go after DK or Tyler Lockett.
Okay.
I still think that could happen. The other thing that I think could happen, and I know the guys who know the prospects down on the bottom are going to love this one. I would not be surprised if he's on the board. Jameson Williams is if we draft Jameson.
What pick do they have?
30 and
you guys
29.
You guys also have MVS now. I mean,
Yeah.
I know, but that's why you get but if you get Jameson and he's not quite healthy at the beginning of the year because of the torn ACL, we can hold on to him.
What do you think about this Christian Watson kid out of NDSU and the Daniel Jeremiah take on that? Okay, you can take it. All right, you can run that. 4.36. I mean, he's out of Florida as fast as fuck, boy.
He's a combine goat, bro. Yeah, you know TJ Warren. You remember TJ Warren in the bubble? That's Christian Watson at the combine. I will say that much.
Hoove.
We're not.
You already know how I feel about DK Hoove.
Okay, Pang. Give me your Dolphins perspective.
Yeah, we know Pang's gonna go off.
Hey, go to get drunk, fucker. You just drink.
I am gonna do the smart thing first and call you a whore, and then the second thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call you a whore again. So I'm gonna say right off the bat,
I'm loving this episode so far.
Two fucking shits about how Tua doesn't have this quote unquote deep ball. He doesn't need to. This shit does not matter. We already saw what happens when you throw the ball deep 1,000 times, and Tyreek Hill is waiting for the ball, and two fucking defenders come up and smack him. Right? None of that shit matters to me. Like I don't care. We already know this game is gonna be much different than what people expect. But let's start from the beginning. So Tyreek Hill gets traded. I'm fucking stoked. We actually didn't give up that much. I really don't believe we did. And although you may say it's only $4 million more, it's actually a lot more he made because Miami has better tax brackets for them. I want to say it's like a huge difference versus I think most states. That's why we win a lot of our free agency battles because the taxes on it are so much better. I mean, that's why Stu came to us in the first place. So he's making more than just $4 million. I'm not going to do the math, but I know it's more than that. So first point to Tyreek, hey, win for him. He deserves to get paid in the top 5, top 3. This season alone is kind of just this free agency has proven that if people want to talk shit about paying fucking running backs, then you can get Christian Kirk for $17 million. Have at it. So what does that mean for fantasy? It means Tua's going to have way more options now, right? His receiving core is now what? We can start from bottom up. Preston Williams, Devontae Parker, Cedric Wilson, and Gesicki. That sounds to me already better than like the Jaguars. Then you throw in Waddle, and then you throw in Tyreek Hill. This is going to be great. And then Nick said Teron Armstead, which we called on the show, I want to say a week ago, right? I called Teron Armstead to the fucking Dolphins. They're not going to play deep ball. They're going to play yak. Slant. You're looking at screens, slants, fucking meshes, out route, in routes. They're going to separate. Yeah. And that's how they're going to win. That's what Tua does. Tua post routes, right? So doesn't need a deep shot.
This playbook, so I'm not going to say any names, but for those that like to debate, coach and scheme doesn't matter and fit doesn't matter. Fucking Pat kicked up in front of all. It does matter. Your coach, your scheme, your fit. It does matter. Combine shit like that. It does matter. With that being said, it's going to be very interesting how Miami utilizes Tyreek Hill because what we have seen evident thus far has been that Tua is the equivalent of Brucey from the fucking longest yard.
Okay. No way, not even close.
Listen. For comedic purposes, only deal with a joke, fucker. Okay,
no one's bad as Brucey besides like.
Listen. Listen,
He's on the Steelers right now.
Well, oh God,
I'm just kidding.
Listen, for real though.
St. Peter's just won, by the way.
I know. Wait, damn it! I was gonna get to that. I was gonna burst with an emotion, but fuck it. Hey, that's the first leg of the parlay down. I said it was gonna happen. Let's go, bitches. Okay. Back to what I was saying though. So astutely. It's going to be interesting to see how this team works things up, X's and O's. I expect them to definitely condense the playbook and not make things as deep. Maybe toss in a deep play every now and then that's where you see, Tyreek just take the top off and blow safeties out the water. You're going to see a lot of defenses try and play this team relax because they're going to get so used to early in the season this team keep these condensed, and then as the season progresses, that's when the deep ball will probably come out. Pat,
I mean, you also got to count they face a division with a lot of man. So that is going to help their face. AFC does more man than I think NFC does. So something that someone pointed out. And the last portion I want to talk on, like just tap on, is that for Tyreek, I won't be drafting him beyond a certain amount of rounds. Right, 4th round, I'll give it a shot. 3rd, 4th, because he's not going to have that PPR number.
He's not falling beyond that.
Yeah, he might. You never know, right? You got a team of haters. It might happen.
It's not happening.
But he's not going to be that PPR guy. He's going to definitely be less targeted. He might have the same yardage in some sense, but he's not going to have the touchdowns. He's not going to have the fucking PPR portion, and it kind of scares me a little bit there because you have good competition there. You got Waddle, Edmonds, Raheem Mostert, Gesicki, and Cedric Wilson or Devontae.
You're not going to convince me that he's going to be that much of a faller. There's too much hype surrounding this trade, but I do respect.
Yeah, I don't think he falls that hard, right? You probably gets to the 2nd, 3rd round, but I won't be drafting him. Even as a Dolphins fan, I'm not doing it because the hyper targeting that he did get from Mahomes isn't going to be there. Sure, he didn't catch all the balls this season, but if you look at the years before, he was a PPR monster and a yardage monster and a touchdown monster at some seasons. So I just don't think that's
with this one. You're this is one that you may sell the house for in redraft formats, depending on how it falls throughout the first 2 weeks of football.
And he's not Debo Samuel, he doesn't see.
Well, it's not going to be that. It's not going to be.
No, I know people are going to say, well, Debo did crazy numbers. I don't know if I see it the same way.
That's fucking trash. Yeah. Pat.
So that's what I feel.
So that developed fast. That was a fast morning. I remember getting the notification of contract negotiations aren't going well, and the Chiefs have allowed Tyreek to explore a trade, and 2 hours later, there's a deal in place to send him to Miami.
Yep.
I almost wonder if the Chiefs could have gotten even a little bit more in that trade how quickly.
I think the Chiefs knew what it was.
But with how quickly it came together, I think there could have been a little bit more on that end of the trade. For the Dolphins, I think this is a big boy trade that can really push them ahead. And I had to run to my bedroom to get a certain jersey of who Tua now reminds me of. This guy played in the Super Bowl in 2018. Rams Jared Goff.
Wow.
No, that's fair. That's exactly what
he's on a rookie contract, top draft pick on a rookie contract. Got some great receivers around him. Don't make mistakes.
It's not a bad. I like it. It's not. I didn't think
Tua,
of that at all. If
Tua doesn't make mistakes, takes care of the ball, he can do enough with that offense. I'm not saying he's Super Bowl bound. Don't hear that. I'm hearing we're in a copycat league, and the Dolphins might be 4 to 5 years behind.
And he can be competitive.
I mean, no. So the way I look at it is, if you guys remember that team of the 2014, 2015 Rams, they were a semi-stout defense. Then they added Bengals, fuck. The guy who, I'm talking about, the O-lineman. His name escapes me for a second.
Whitworth.
Yeah. And they had Gurley, obviously. It's a major difference than, but we kind of have it, right, with Tyreek Hill. That really changed. That defense was already kind of stout. I remember how we went from 8-8 to
I'll give you that.
NFC conference.
I'll give you that.
So the Dolphins have that place with Mike McDaniel. Now, I don't think Mike McDaniel, Jogger now, is going to be as good as fucking Sean McVay, but you could see something similar. And I think Pat makes a really good point. And one thing I did was going to touch on, like, this is a difference that you're going to see this year versus every year. Tyreek Hill had 111 catches. I don't think we're going to see that.
No,
111 catches, 200 yards, 9 touchdowns, and a 15 touchdowns a year prior. There's no way that Tua's going to be able to do that.
At the end of the day, the
I don't think
Dolphins are going to be a
Tua's
team that Madden players are going to want to play with because of all the speed. They were already really fast on defense, and now they just added a ton of speed on offense. That's Madden players' dreams. So could they just be a great Madden team? Yes.
Possibly, very much possibly.
But-
Z2.
I mean, when I first saw the trade, I kind of saw it coming. I didn't ever think Tyreek Hill was going to be a Chief even after the season, just because
Really?
of the numbers.
Yeah.
Of the numbers of his contract coming up and what they signed Mahomes and extended Kelsey and Chris Jones.
Yeah. You weren't going to be able to
couldn't
keep
do
that
it.
together for long. Yeah.
And don't forget they just signed Orlando Brown to an extension 2 weeks prior too.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Good
I
player.
kind of saw it coming now with the Dolphins now, and the AFC East does run a lot of man, and the AFC East just lost J.C. Jackson. The Bills lost Levi Wallace. Tre'Davious White's coming off a ACL, so you could see both Waddle and Hill burn the AFC East this year. And
What do you
for fantasy,
think about these comments here about the backfield
Uh,
and how that affects
I got-
this?
I gotta see it first. I gotta see Mostert be healthy, and I don't think Edmonds can carry a load, but I like Edmonds over Mostert with this move.
I don't like Edmonds either. He'll have to prove it wrong.
I think Edmonds' yards
I
per
agree.
carry and his shiftiness will get him a little bit more workload than Mostert.
I mean, he's also not going to be a Cardinal, but like, cause I feel like the Cardinals just goof shit up. But James Conner had success, so it does make me feel a little off about it. Like, if James Conner could succeed, why couldn't Edmonds? Kind of a thing. But
yeah. I think Mike McDaniel with this misdirection and this West Coast zone scheme that they run is going to help Edmonds get to the edge a lot instead of running between the tackles.
Okay. Anything else you want to add, bro?
For fantasy, for me, it just give me the one who goes later. If somebody's high on Waddle and overdrafts him, then I'll take Hill later. If Hill's probably going to still go before Waddle, so just give me Waddle. I think Waddle still has the PPR upside over Hill.
No one's touched on Juju, which is honestly super surprising to me. Raj, you got anything to defend your former Steeler?
I mean, yeah, I definitely got something to say about Juju. I mean, I think he'll thrive with Mahomes. I think people have been selling him. So yeah, no, the thing was, there was people freaking the fuck out. Sell Juju. Like right when he signed with the Chiefs. 2 days later, that value fucking skyrockets. He's now the wide receiver 1. So for fantasy implication, buy Juju if you can. His value is probably sky high right now. Fucking draft him. Don't overdraft him. Mid rounds, go for it. In my
He's
opinion,
gonna have a better quarterback. Let's face it.
he has an exponentially better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes right now is better than Ben has been, or
In a
exponentially
while.
better than Ben has been in the past like 10 years.
yeah.
Damn near, right? Yeah, no, I'm saying like exponentially, right? Like fucking
Yeah.
double the
we
talent,
get it.
essentially, right?
Yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah, as for Tyreek, fucking Tua turned the ball over, whatever the fuck we call him nowadays. I'm
It's
not
a
on
funny
that
name,
train.
by the way. But yeah,
It is a fucking terrible name, but yeah, no. As for his actual on-field production, I could see that slipping a little bit. Fantasy-wise, he'll still, as per usual, have a solid floor. And I think just about what everyone is expecting. Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill to be the 1A, 1B essentially of that team. Not talent-wise, but based on target share, based on Tua's favoritism at the very least. Another thing, fantasy implications. Buy the fuck out of Mike Gesicki.
really.
Mike
Yeah,
Gesicki to
yeah.
the fucking moon.
Yeah, I would
Right?
say Gesicki.
If I were to say one thing, that's that.
because you already saw what it did for
If
Kelsey. having Hill
Gesicki went to
there.
the 5th round, are you taking him? 5th round redraft.
Maybe.
He could probably fall later than that, but yeah.
But my point is,
I
if he
personally-
went high, would you take him? Because I mean, obviously he's going like round 8,
I don't
7,
think
9.
he's gonna
and
go
shit, but
high. I don't think that he's gonna.
I don't think he'll go high.
He's going after
I would-
TJ Hawkinson. My point is,
I
if he
would
goes
think
ahead
about.
of TJ
I would
Hawkinson,
think about.
take
I
him.
would think about 6 right now.
I would think about.
I would think
six.
about-
Six.
I
Would
think
you
I'm
take
taking
over
him
TJ
as-
Hawkinson?
Possibly. Depends on.
Because
Okay.
TJ Hawkinson's going at round 7.
I'm
See,
probably done
in
with the
their
hot
current
takes here, man.
situation,
I'm done with the hot
This
takes
offense
here.
isn't going to sustain 3 fantasy weapons.
You're looking at 4 fantasies, right? We're talking about running backs too.
Yeah,
And you're not even
I don't
considering
think so.
Devontae
The
running
Parker.
backs are gonna do
Tua,
shit.
the thing is, Tua's not the quarterback. The thing is, Tua's not the quarterback that can sustain 3 fantasy
Yeah,
weapons.
that's my point. So why are we talking about taking Gesicki when you got 3 receivers and a tight end and a running back? That
Mike
most
McDaniels
likely
I don't
is
think
gonna
that.
be
I don't think
Gesicki.
that.
either.
I don't think that. I don't think
Not-
that. I think the running game will be irrelevant. I think you're going to see a lot of Waddle. You're going to see a lot of Waddle. You're going to see a lot of Hill. You're going to see some Gesicki sprinkle. This is
See,
gonna be
I
high-
think it's going to be 3 high floor players. It's not going to be
Yeah.
3 guys who are consistently scoring 20, 25 PPR points a week.
But yeah,
It's
I
It's
think
guys
you're
who-
discrediting
14
Parker
is-
because Parker is that red zone guy.
Parker could get traded. I've heard
Parker-
lots
yeah,
of shit about him
Parker-
getting
I heard
traded.
Parker-
I'm
Philly
more
gets
intrigued
traded.
by Cedric Wilson than I am by Parker
Yeah.
right now.
Well,
I heard
either
Parker
way,
to
it's,
Philly.
it's my point is this dude's on the field.
But that's more a thing on Parker not being the guy. He's not
Yeah.
that guy.
Parker-
I'm
If
that guy.
Parker, no, if
Parker's
Parker's
not that
on the
guy.
field, if Parker's on the field, I worry for Cedric Wilson. I'm gonna be.
My
I'm
point is,
mean,
I don't know if I
disagree.
want Gesicki while this roster has that many guys. Right? They re-signed Preston Williams. So
I mean,
Preston Williams could be
Gesicki is
red
a
zone.
safety blanket, is he not? Like, because you have
Yeah,
Waddle
no.
and Tyreek were very similar
I doubt
players.
Waddle
when it
plays
comes-
in the 1B spot.
There,
I think
no,
he plays in the
no.
six.
Waddle's going to be hitting a lot of your breaking routes and probably going to be used for a lot of your short shit because he's a
So
better
I have a
route
question
runner.
for the panel.
Sure.
Which wide receiver in the McDaniels system is going to be Debo with the running game part?
If anything, it'll be Waddle. If anything, it'll be
It
Waddle because
would
the
probably be.
age.
It's gonna
Because
be
of
Waddle,
age.
but Waddle doesn't seek contact like Debo.
No,
Debo seeks
yeah.
contacts like YouTubers,
Debo just
like
runs fucking-
seek likes and subscribes. The fucking dude's
Exactly.
crazy.
All right.
Oh,
It's gonna
I
be-
agree.
I'm Gesicki.
Like,
Can I ask you a
comment,
question?
It's
subscribe.
going to be Cedric Wilson
All right.
I was gonna say that, which I
because he
Does-
can
Yeah,
throw.
that's probably a thing too.
Does Gesicki finish top 7 tight ends for points per game? Take a drink if yes.
I'll
Don't
drink.
if no.
I'll
What's the
drink.
question?
I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
Seven.
Top 10. I think
Top
he could be
7.
top 10. I don't know about top 7.
But my point is,
Do
to
it.
the moon doesn't mean top 10. Top 10 tight end means nothing to me.
But here's the thing:
He's
Tua's
looking
still
top
young enough.
4
Tua-
tight
Tua-
ends,
Tua is
top
still
5.
young enough. Tua is still young enough to where he can rely on that tight end blanket, especially in the red zone. Go ahead, hey, yo, just jump out the gym, box out for me, Antonio Gates style, and yo, boom, we can make some shit happen. And Gesicki can be that guy.
Can do that. He can do that.
Like Gesicki can be that guy, you know.
I'm sure he could. I just don't know if he ends up being that guy. Like, could
Is,
be
and
versus
is this
reality.
more of a thing on Tua, or is it just the amount
This is
of
a more-
weapons?
well,
Is it- is it a thing on Gesicki?
everything right now is an indictment on Tua because if Tua can't fucking succeed with the weapons they've just given him, then he's out of there.
And the
He's
left
fine.
tackle.
He gets
God,
traded
drama
to Detroit
show.
for 2 first. And 2 first, and they take on his big contract.
On another one,
Hey,
really
yo,
quick though,
for the love of Sundays.
just to back up Raj, people forget that Juju is a fucking 6'1" slot receiver. That's fucking ridiculous. Like,
This
go
is-
grab that guy.
Sean, to your comment, this trade is done intentionally to see what Tua can do. Listen,
Not
you
about the
got the
deep ball.
pieces. You got the pieces. Fucking make it happen.
I mean, Jimmy G wasn't a deep ball guy, and who went to the Super Bowl. Like he,
Yeah,
But I mean,
Jimmy
but he had
G was
he had
given
much different
pieces.
weapons.
Jimmy G was given pieces. Jimmy
did
G
he
knows how to
really have
manage a
different
game.
weapons?
Oh,
Right.
no. Jimmy G
Yeah.
knows how to manage a game. Jimmy G came from he.
Well, my
You're
point is, I
being
think that's
coached
what
by
Tua's
Belichick.
gonna be. He's gonna be a
Tua's
game
not
manager.
gonna. I don't know. We don't know that. Tua has this season to show us.
Mm-mm.
Tua has
We'll
this
see.
season to
Dolphins
show
sh-
us.
Dolphins chose to stick with Tua.
Yeah.
Like
So
that,
this-
that was an intentional
oh.
choice as much moving.
So
as
this
happened.
next topic has less to do about Tua and more so to do about the league in general. All right, and this is honestly an important question, especially given certain revelations where, marketably speaking, bad teams are suddenly kind of progressing and doing well, and it's exciting, right? Based on Tyreek Hill's comments today about his realistic chances of going to the Jets, okay, because we do remember, like Pat had mentioned, this story developed very quickly. There were 2 teams, then boom, Miami. Okay. Do you believe that certain teams have to pay the bad team tax to get free agents? And what franchises have to overpay the most, in your opinion? John actually dropped this, or I believe it was John who dropped this question. I can't remember. But yeah, Raj, you start us off.
Okay, so I think the whole bad team tax really only comes into play when there's something like a no trade clause, which isn't something we see in the NFL very often. That's more of an NBA thing, right? So when you think of the NFL in terms of a bad team tax, I mean, I don't think that's really a thing because what the fuck is going on? Do y'all hear that?
I hear it.
Here, it's not me though.
Okay. Might have been Mike. Okay. So I think when it comes to the NFL, it's guys are looking at it from more of a financial standpoint, like Peng brought up the whole tax bracket thing, income tax. I cannot be the only one. What the fuck is going on?
What the fuck?
Mike. Damn, bro. Okay. Shit, okay.
All right, now I'm gonna interrupt Raj too. No, I'm just kidding.
Go ahead, Raj. Go ahead, Raj.
But yeah, so I think for the NFL, it's more of a income financial standpoint. You know, I'd rather go to this team than this team because I'm gonna be making more money here. I'm gonna, you know, be able to prove like it more of an opportunity and financial thing than it is whether I'm going to a good or bad team with football. And I'm using the direct comparison to basketball because it makes the most sense to me personally. But
No worries.
that's all I want to say.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Toby?
I mean, I don't really see a bad team tax. I mean, like the Jets offer, I'm pretty sure the Jets only offered 2 seconds just because they were probably going to have to sign him for more on the extension because of the way their team looks like. But I mean, that's just being reasonable from Tyreek Hill's standpoint. If he's going to go play for a team that's still
Motherfucker, that's a tax.
I know, but like it's still coming up. Like
You just described a bad team tax.
So why did
Sort of,
Christian
sort of.
Kirk
I
get
think there's more
21
to it.
million?
My take will have a bit more on it. We'll go from there. Go Pat McAfee.
All right.
He fucking described what a bad team tax is.
No, he's not gonna rebuild. That's different from bad. That's different.
So-
I
It's
get
the
that. I get
Jags.
Z too. Get your daddy.
So this kind of is a continuation of a conversation we had last week where we talked ring chasing versus money chasing. Guys that are willing to take pay cuts to potentially put themselves on a better team.
Different No. This person got to pay that last week. That person got to pay raise. Von Miller got to pay raise in that scenario.
Yeah.
So,
It's a really complicated thing where it comes down to a player. So as Mike mentioned, who Tyreek Hill's agent was, working to get that extra money and that extra dollar signs, that influences what that tax looks like, what those dollar signs are for a player. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad team tax, but just a matter of a player deciding on if they're chasing rings or if they're chasing money.
okay. Hey.
So I know what Z2 is saying, and I get what everyone else is going to get at. So there is a rebuild. Doesn't mean you're a bad team, though. All right, I'm going to point that out. Being in a rebuild does not make you a bad team. So I'm going to point out what the difference is. No, let me point out the differences. A bad team is one that I would consider like a bad organization. People forget, like, remember when Josh Norman went into free agency and he was a sought after fucking cornerback. He was getting off. He was going to break the bank. The Niners at that same time were that fucking franchise that went through like 3 coaches. Then they had the Kaepernick shit and all that stuff. Then everything went downhill. They had their fucking coaching removed over and over. Josh Norman was offered like $5 million more or something like per year, and he was like, "Oh hell no, I am not going to that shit." That is what I would consider bad team, bad organization. But if
he had taken that, he would have had to tax that team in order for them to land
my
him.
point. So that's that. So I agree, there is one, but it's more of a bad organization. Like the Giants would be one right now. They're a bad organization. The Raiders in 2010 to 2017.
So if you are a player, all right, and the Giants, the fucking New York Giants, the Detroit Lions, want you to come and play.
There's a bad organization tax, and I agree with that one for sure. So I do agree there was, but I don't think a rebuild is the same thing as a bad team.
I think Peng is just saying that this is not a case of that. He's saying that it is there, it's there, but he's saying that that's not the case with the Jets.
Well, yeah, I would say it's more of a bad organization and not a bad team. Because bad teams,
rebuilding, you're not bad.
Because the
rebuilding
Dolphins have
because
been
you
bad for
suck.
fucking ever, and everyone still comes there all the time, right? Like they come
No
to the
one,
Dolphins. all the
no,
time.
this is like the
Which
first
is
time in
why-
fucking forever that someone wanted to fucking
No.
be there.
No.
Even the DB from Dallas, Jones, he went there.
Byron Jones.
Yeah.
Byron Jones, yeah, he
Byron
went there.
Jones
all.
went there. Sue
Because
went
of
here.
money.
Mike Wallace came here. Fucking,
Y'all aren't
Jordan
good.
Cameron,
Y'all
the
aren't
fucking
even
tight
gonna
end
be
came to
good.
us.
Y'all ain't even gonna be good.
Yes,
with
but
fucking Tyreek
that's the
Hill.
point against
That's-
the bad team tax.
Yeah.
Is because
But
they've
now there's a
consistently
bad
been a bad
organization
team.
tax. That shit will hit you hard.
I
Like
mean,
people
I
will
don't
not
disagree.
sign up. People will not sign to the Raiders for a long time. People weren't willing to sign to the Niners for a minute.
Albert
signed to
Hainsworth
fucking
was a
Giants.
bad team tax, Robbie.
Yes,
Albert
yes,
Hainsworth was a
yes,
bad team
yes,
Yeah.
yes. He taxed.
Yeah,
the
so
fuck
there's
out of us
definitely
coming-
one. I just don't think
Yes.
that this was one of them. But I think if anything, it was a bad organization tax. I don't think a rebuild. I know Z2 was trying to go out and rebuild. I don't think this is a rebuild issue. I think this is more of a,
They fucking
both
suck.
teams are bad at the same time, but they're not full rebuild mode. I think the organizations generally cause you not to get players. Because I know because I've talked to players that like in the past are like, dude, I don't want to go back to the fucking Giants. I knew a guy that was on 4 different teams. He's like, dude, the Giants was the fucking worst. He said it was the worst thing. And I remember like the Browns made people pay for their own sodas. Like they're not showing up to that shit because it's a bad organization.
It also goes back
That's
to what
Oakland
Ping,
Nation.
Ping
Fuck the
said.
Cleveland Browns, by the way. Sorry.
It also came back to what Ping said at the beginning about different tax brackets in different states.
Yeah.
That's what I was
I mean,
gonna
like,
bring up.
Miami used to get
Exactly.
motherfuckers all the time because of that shit. I thought we got Sue. Sue was like, I'm not getting taxed. He's like, I'm gonna come out there and make an extra 20 mil on top of their top dollar they offered. But yeah, I think organizations kill it more than bad teams because people are okay with rebuild sometimes if the money's there, but they're not going to go to a team where they're changing coaches every fucking year. They might get cut in a year and a half, not get guarantees, things like that. I'm not going to stick up for that shit. I wouldn't.
Mike.
So yes, there is a bad team tax, but I don't think this is one. I don't have much to say that has already been said, except for I figured Tyreek would go to Miami out of the two. He has a house in Miami. He lives part of the year in Miami as it is. It would take a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying it would take.
That's fair.
Oh, for sure. Especially, rich football players are definitely going to go down there. Why not? It's Miami Beach. It's party life. But like Toby said and like Peng said in the first take or the first debate, whatever, blah, blah, blah. The fact of the income tax in New York compared if you're deciding on the same contract and you can go to New York or say New York and Miami were the exact same kind of team and you can go to either one and have zero income tax compared to 8.4% or whatever, you're going to go to freaking Miami.
Yeah. Okay. Look, here's what I'll say. There's definitely a fucking bad team tax. Like, in order to get certain players to come to your team, if there wasn't a bad team tax per se, then the teams that have sucked for the last couple of millenniums, last couple of fucking decades, last couple of centuries, okay, maybe football, all right, maybe it might be a stretch, but still, the teams that have sucked,
Yeah.
they would be routine contenders. It would be routine that the playoffs would look different.
Is Christian Kirk a bad team tax?
No, because he's a 3 that's getting getting a huge ass bag. Like,
do you think it's a bad team or do you think it's a bad organization? Like, do you think that a team in rebuild?
The Jaguars are both. The Jaguars are both.
The Jaguars are shit show.
That's a bad organization.
Christian Kirk was like, yo, I'm about to get paid. Let me go and get paid.
Right? Like, I would say
That's what
Houston
that
is a bad
was.
organization that no one wants to sign
Houston's
to.
a fucking shit organization.
Yeah. But let's say that the Rams right now had to rebuild. You think in Sean McVay's there? You think people are not willing to go there? They do
People are
rebuild. Let's
going
say
to
2
go
years from
there.
now,
That's
Matt
different
Ryan
as
will go
well.
there.
It's LA,
Well, my point is
bro.
that would be a
LA.
rebuild team without having the tax.
Yeah. No, see, I mean,
That's
I
different.
think there's a lot of external factors for a team like Houston or whatever, right?
But my point,
I think
we said that you guys said the worst team, bad team rebuilds are bad teams. My point is now rebuild is not necessarily a bad organization. People will sign up for a rebuild.
no, but there's a lot of external factors. Okay, think about Houston. This is a perfect fucking place for someone to sign. Cheap real estate. low income tax.
Players
signed a
won't
fucking
go there. Players
But
will
it's
not
the
go to
fucking Texans.
Houston.
So
Yeah.
in essence, there is sometimes a bad team tax, but
Is
No,
there,
I think
not
it's a
as
bad
prevalent
is there a
as
bad
lot of
city
people think.
tax?
I think it's a bad organization. I think
Detroit's a
it's
shitty city. If you want me to live in Detroit, you'd have to pay me.
Hey,
Right now,
don't talk shit about Detroit.
Green Bay will take it sometimes where people don't want to go.
I-
Because there's nothing.
I'll put it this
around.
way. I bet you Seattle becomes a bad organization tax soon.
Ooh.
It could. They were there for a while.
They
were there for a
but
while.
you know, like my point is they were hot for a minute, but they're gonna be a bad organization. People are not gonna be willing to sign to them because their organizations like keeping
I wouldn't
Pete
wanna go there.
Carroll. The organization, you know, they can get a fucking franchise quarterback unless it's Malik Willis, unless it's like a black QB. No motherfucker's not gonna sign that shit. They're gonna go there and go, you know
That was
what,
a black QB. Fuck.
dude? People will sign for black QBs. Fucking look at how many guys try to join.
I will not dispute that take. Like I could very well see
But
that.
people
I
would
could very
love
well
to join
see,
Lamar
like,
Jackson. People were cheering for Tyrod. You know, I'm down for that. Hey, stick to it, man. I'm cool. But like my fucking point, like, unless Seattle gets Malik Willis, no one's gonna sign the fuck up. No one's gonna do that shit.
there is a racial element to football.
Hey,
Let's
I
get
would
into
be
the
fucking
very
down for
next
that
topic
shit.
following Peng's very controversial topic comments. Mike, we start off with you here. The market is wide open for future Hall of Fame wide receiver Julio Jones. Where is the perfect fit for him and why? You each only get one. You each only get one.
Dang it.
Boo.
No, because I know you guys. You'll be like, well, I can see him fitting here.
No,
and I
I'm
can
not-
see that.
So I'm not going to go with the obvious
Indiana
one. 'Cause
Pacers.
Out of five,
No,
out of six of us, someone's going to pick the obvious one. So I'm not going to. I'm
Like,
going
what
to
do you
say that
hardly feel? What for his skill set at his age? What do you feel like?
because
will be
I
the
have
best
because
fit?
I have two. That's why I'm going to pick the second one.
Okay.
I'm going to say
Kansas City Chiefs.
that guy's Green Bay Packers.
Aaron
'Cause I
Rodgers.
think-
Okay. Yeah.
Because he could go,
Saint-
he can
Saint
go to a
Pat.
veteran. Yeah, he can go to a veteran quarterback. Might sign for less money to try. They're still in the hunt in the NFC. If they were in the AFC, they would be in the mid pack. But they're still in the
Yeah,
hunt.
they'd be
in the
done.
NFC.
Yeah.
They're probably going to draft a rookie wide receiver. They could use Julio as the vet. I think, and he could still get some play there. I think that would be one of the perfect spots for him to go.
Peng.
The best team to sign it would be free agency because it makes no fucking sense for him to play at this point. All he's doing is hurting his fucking career.
And
He's just hurting it. He's just hurting his legacy. That's it. I don't want him to sign anywhere. I want him to be done.
Retirement. Okay, you want retirement.
I want fucking retirement because his legacy looks so bad because he's back to back years in a hospital. I don't want Julio Jones to be known as the fucking injured guy that he already is.
I know. I've gone on many of shows and especially last season. I think I actually said this when I featured with Marcus Grant and the NFL Network podcast crew, where I was like, no, I'm out on Julio. Like I'm not doing this. I'm done.
I mean,
like,
do you guys
I'm
remember
not
Andre
gonna-
Johnson's last runs that he did? He did like
It
four
was
fucking
fucking brutal. It was brutal.
was-
It was brutal.
Brandon Marshall did a random stunt with the last year his Jets and the Seattle and Giants. It looked fucking
Randy
terrible.
Moss towards the end of his career was fucking like I mean until he got with the Patriots.
Chris Carter?
Like
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that for Julio. Just be done with it, man. You're a Hall of Famer. Move on.
Pat.
One moment. Skip me.
Go ahead, Z2.
Dallas.
Whoa.
If they
That's
still
dangerous.
want to compete, they just got rid of Amari, and they have a little bit of wiggle room on the cap to bring him in. So if they want to compete, the East is up for grabs. Might as well go make a splash.
I really like that take. There's not a lot of movement in the East
Yeah.
from anyone aside from the whole Wentz thing. No one in the East has done anything to improve.
I was between
is that an
between two East teams, but I feel like the Cowboys have the more potential to go win now than the other one.
Okay, I respect that. Despite it being the Cowboys, Raj.
Okay, so the Cowboys were one of my options. but I'm gonna go with the San Francisco 49ers.
Randy Moss 2.0.
No.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Come
But,
on,
okay,
bro.
I'm not talking about landing spot. I'm talking about narrative. San Francisco wanted him last year before Atlanta traded him to Tennessee, and
No,
Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator for 2-3 years.
You also got to remember
No.
they're used to keep the other wide receivers being injured too, so that makes sense.
No,
I'm not talking about fit.
no,
I'm talking about
I
narrative.
know. You're right
No.
though. That's they have a type. Hospital
because of fucking what Payne just said. I don't see no.
Okay.
You could have said fucking anything else. It could have been someone that just wanted to make a leap and try and go for something. God damn it.
Bengals. They need a fifth receiver.
I got
Play behind Auden Tate.
Raj, you could have made that take and it would have made sense to me, honestly.
No, it wouldn't have.
There's another team in the North that I thought about.
The
Yep,
49ers,
The
I've got
49ers
up
make a
north.
lot more sense than you're thinking it does.
Toby,
I'm telling you
give
that.
me one. Give me
No,
one.
let Pat go.
Pat.
Or Pat.
That's
Whatever.
In the spirit of paying, he'd be a doctor. Join the doctor's team. But I'll show you again.
Doctor.
He could just be on the doctors. There's a team up north that plays in a dome and gets 9 home games. Doesn't have
Buffalo.
to deal with the weather and the cold, despite being up north.
Oh wait, no, never mind. Not Buffalo. No.
Minnesota Vikings.
The Vikings. I like that. I
The
like
Vikings.
that.
The Vikings are making a push at the Packers. I just saw recently on Twitter the Vikings have only
God,
ever
a take
in the
that made
last
sense.
3 years have announced 2 free agent signings. Both have been former Packer players that have gone, Z and Chandler Sullivan.
And outside of Justin
And
Jefferson, they suck at
knowing
drafting
that the
receivers.
Packers are interested in Julio, if they were to sign Julio, they're going to try and rub it in the faces of Packers.
I could see, honestly, like it is going to be biased of me, but I do need to provide the tape. I could see Washington trying to make a push just because they don't give a fuck about throwing money in. They think that money can be a band-aid to anything. Give Wentz a little Julio. Give Wentz some Terry McLaurin. Give him, some De'Ami Brown and Curtis Samuel, hybrid receiver running back type of role. I could see Washington trying to do something like that. Here's the thing. I don't think that Turner can coordinate that type of offense. That's too much talent for him to work with. That's too many weapons for him to work with. He's going to get overwhelmed. So that's my problem with that, is that it won't work. Mike.
I am shocked that the other team I was thinking still hasn't been mentioned.
Colts?
Is it in the North, Mike?
Pats? Oh no.
I don't see the Colts just because they already have Ty and they're like, we already have an old
No,
guy.
people already said the Colts because of Matt Ryan, and I just
Together
kind of
they
feel
have
like
2 good hamstrings.
yeah.
True.
I think the Ravens can make a push.
That would make sense. The Ravens have tried shit with Des Bryant, Michael Crabtree, these older receivers in the past. Steve Smith. They I don't know what it is, but they love grabbing older dudes. Mike Wallace fucking was a guy that randomly ended up there and having like 1,000-yard season out of the blue again. You never fucking know.
Who do you got?
I mean,
Mike?
that's why I wasn't too surprised at Sammy Watkins when he went there, because I was like, they love grabbing these veteran receivers.
Who do you got, Mike?
No, I already said Green Bay, but my second
said
pick was
Green
going to be my second pick was going to be Indy.
Okay, Indy. Oh God, I don't.
Yeah, I think a lot of people said Indy because of Matt Ryan.
Sorry,
Yeah,
did anyone say New England? I don't know if anyone said New England.
No.
I like New England just because they love trying to get guys like kind of on the discount of when they can. I don't know if it's Matt Jones. I think that
I think him going to New England or Philly is about the same thing. That it does.
No, Matt Jones is just a bit ahead of Jalen Hurts.
But they throw the ball the same amount, just as damn.
Basically, yeah. So yeah, you don't want that. Yeah, I could agree with that.
I guess his quality of target would be better in New England, but how many more targets is that?
Could he go to Cleveland and just try and make a run with it with Amari and like see what happens with Watson or whatever the fuck? Like, I mean,
I think Cleveland's done shelling out money.
If I'm Cleveland, I'm done fucking shelling out money. What's up, Justin?
But how much money are they throwing at Julio? How much money is he taking here?
Exactly.
Is he ring chasing or is he money chasing?
Julio's
gotta be
probably
ring
ring
chasing.
chasing.
Julio's
He's got
got
to
to
be
be ring.
ring chasing.
If he's playing, he's got to be ring chasing.
I'm-
Otherwise,
that makes sense.
if as Peng mentioned his legacy, either he's looking for that ring, or he needs to walk away for his legacy's sake.
He played an amazing game in the Super Bowl just for them to fumble it away. And he had that amazing catch that people still talk about. I've never seen a game where someone talks about a catch on a losing team before.
That was so non-impactful.
Yeah, it was. It was a good catch. It was one of the best catches. People still talk about that. They even lost the game, but they're like, that catch was so sick. People forget about was it Ricardo Lockett's catch that he had?
Baker's being held hostage. Baker's being held hostage. We talked about it last week a little bit, Sean. Baker's being held hostage, and the Browns are just fucking douchebags for it.
What about Tampa Bay?
No, makes no sense.
For
They
Julio?
still got they signed Russell Gage already. Mike Evans. And
Yeah,
Oh,
they
Kyle
signed-
Allen.
I forgot about Russell Gage.
Yeah.
Hey, you literally
no.
type in Julio Jones on YouTube, and it's the second thing that comes up is the Super Bowl catch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's so fucking
Julio
famous.
Julio Jones highlights Super Bowl catch.
Yeah, it's so amazing that they talk about a catch for a losing game. You never hear about it. But I think Ricardo Lockett's catch is even more insane because Darrelle Revis, I think Brandon Browner flew over the ball.
Oh
No,
my
Malcolm Butler flew over the ball.
gosh. What a name. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get into halftime. Look, this is one of the things I love about our staff is like everyone's so knowledgeable about like a million different things in this in just around the league and around the sport. Wow, what a fucking name, Payne.
Ricardo Lockett?
Yeah,
Brandon
dude.
Browner?
Yeah, Ricardo fucking Lockett, dude. What the hell?
Yeah, that catch was insane. No one talks about that catch. It's one of the fucking sickest catches I've ever fucking seen.
The Chargers still have cap space left too. This free agency.
They could do something, and if they really want to be dangerous,
They need a right tackle and a linebacker.
Yeah, that's true.
I was really hoping was it La'el Collins who just signed with the Bengals
Yeah.
would have gone to the Chargers. I think that team
Screw
suddenly
you, Pat.
becomes the favorite.
it's a screw you, Pat.
What?
Fuck.
I'm Chargers right now are my
Why?
AFC team. I'm all in for the Chargers right now. I want
I'm
them
with
to.
you, Pat. I'm with you. I'm with you,
Man.
Chargers train.
Whatever happened to us being fucking nice to each other? Actually, it's probably not gonna happen on this episode.
It's March.
Yeah, it's March. Everyone's teams like what's
Got that
happening
wrong.
right now.
Jermaine Kearse.
So like,
Is it Jermaine Kearse?
let me like describe to you guys what like a lot of the emotions are going on. Everyone's teams are either getting better or worse or better. A lot of unpredictability is in the air, and the only thing that we can realistically do amongst ourselves is talk shit. With that being said, with that being stated, I do want to mention be on the lookout here this offseason before we get into halftime. Okay, we're going to get into halftime. We got more football talk here on the other side of the show. But before we get into halftime, be on the lookout for exclusive drops this fantasy football offseason surrounding the Rumboyz and All 22. All 22, a brand new fantasy football league where, well, what you hear is what you get. You draft all 22 motherfucking football
Fucking
players.
love the idea. I was watching that pitch. That shit is so fucking intense. I'm so down.
Yeah,
I'm so fucking down.
Yeah, so we got hooked up, and be on the lookout as the season develops, the off season develops, on how you too can get involved with all 22 and possibly, I don't know, compete against the Rumboyz. Aside from that, we're gonna get into a track called Off Top. This is my homie Turk 2 Trill. Let's get it.
Hope they really feelin' when they see a nigga run it off top. No, a nigga can't be stopped. Poppin' like corn in the pot. You know that I'm hot. That homie just rolled on the op. He foiled the plot. Now we controllin' the spot. Bustin', I'm shootin' my shot. Thinking I'm liking them not. Just stay in your slot. My niggas niggas be getting the guap and Chris in the pot. Now we can't fold up the nine. Nigga rhyme with the Draco. Yeah. Bitches gon' do what I say so. Yeah. Smash on your bitch, then I lay low. Yeah. If I slide on the op, that's a KO. Okay. Put the dot on his top, that's a halo. Push button start, can't find no keys. Foot on the pedal screaming, fuck the police. No, I do it for the purpose, no just a no pay. One GTA in the GTO. Niggas see me coming, going past the mode. Better watch it, ho, going savage mode. Boy, the chains on the neck like mop and glove. She know I got the juice like you. And don't swat when I piss like you. Damn. Allergic to the fake, I chew. Bitch, I'm married to the game, I do. Handle my business, rolling on the wrist, fresh minute. Windows on the whip, they tinted. Told the swipe with the card, no limit. But they go and bust it down, I'll be back in a minute. Run it off top, no a nigga can't be stopped. Popping like corn in the pot, you know that I'm hot. That homie just rolled on the op, he foiled the plot. Now we controlling the spot, busting, I'm shooting my shot. Thinking I'm liking them not, just stay in your slot. My niggas be getting the guap, increasing the pot. Now we can't fold up the
Got
knot.
100 ways I can reach you and beat you. Put you in the dog and mistreat you, leeches. Heard around town, I'm a cocky little bastard. Cause I got charm and I smile when I greet you. Bitches get lost, got them going off the meter. Crazy white girls got them going off the Easter. I can get you stretched, I don't need no reason. So you better watch your mouth when you talking to the G. But I be living life easy, daughter named Breezy. Giving her the world of the stars in the sea. Throwing money in the air, every fall you can keep. They can see everywhere where the diamonds are gleam. When I jumped off the porch, then I jumped in the pool. Know your bitch wanna fuck, yes I know this of course. I told her slide through, I got room for us both. And she came with a friend, I let things run its course.
Run it off top, no a nigga can't be stopped. Popping like corn in the pot, you know that I'm hot. That homie just rolled on the op, he foiled the plot. Now we controlling the spot, busting, I'm shooting my shot. Thinking I'm liking them not, just stay in your slot. My niggas be getting the guap, increasing the pot. Now we can't fold up the knot.
Getting lost, getting going off the meter. Crazy white girls got them going off the Easter. I can get you touched, don't need no reason. So you better watch your mouth when you talking to the chief. Bitches getting lost, getting going off the meter. Crazy white girls got them going off the Easter. I can get you touched, don't need no reason. So you better watch your mouth when you talking to the chief.
What's up, guys?
1 second. And we go into some Monkey Knife Fight ads really fast. Wow.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a monkey knife fight.
And one day they met one team partners in the NFLPA.
It's a match made in the pits of a monkey knife fight.
And everyone lived happily ever after.
Are you listening? This is big.
What is a monkey knife fight?
You know, it's thing monkeys, knives, you get it. Fantasy sports is monkey knife fight. And monkey knife fight is fantasy sports.
Monkey Knife Fight is daily fantasy.
Monkey Knife Fight in the house.
I am Monkey Knife Fight. You are Monkey Knife Fight. We are all Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight.
You have the NFLPA behind the company.
It's exciting for me to be a part of fantasy sports.
When I think of fantasy sports, I think of beating all my buddies year in and year out and being able to brag about it.
We're not just partners in it.
We're owners.
And it feels awesome to be an owner.
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
We've been saving you a seat at the table, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the one team and NFLPA family.
Monkey Knife Fight. Welcome to the family, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the game, Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight!
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
Monkey Knife Fight! Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife.
That. Welcome back here on Rumboyz After Dark. Am I mixing up another fucking drink? Oh, yes, the fuck I am. Why? It's my show and I can do whatever the hell I want to. That's why. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an action-packed second half of the show. Make sure you use promo code Rumboyz. That again is promo code Rumboyz in all caps for all of your daily fantasy prop needs over on monkeyknifefight.com. Again, that is monkeyknifefight.com, available on iOS and Android. Be sure to also download the Stacks app. All right, you know what it is when you see the flame and the Stacks logo. All right, Download the Stacks app, make content with some of your favorite content creators very seamlessly over there on the Stacks app. Let's get into the rest of the show, but before we do, cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rum Boys and girls. What it do, dilly dilly.
Dilly, frickin' dilly.
I'ma be drunk. My friends want me to go out after this recording. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Alrighty. So, did you guys see this new shit that came down today? It came down from the NFL operations Twitter account, so you may have probably seen it. The NFL competition committee has new rules to the overtime. Okay, to the overtime settings, right? To the overtime rules. I say settings like it's a fucking game of Madden. I mean, if you're Calvin Ridley, it might as well be.
Too soon.
The NFL competition committee submitted new rules for the overtime rules. One set of rules is proposed by the Indianapolis Colts and the Philadelphia Eagles. Another set is proposed by the Tennessee Titans. What do you think is the more favorable format between the two? Now, really quick, just this is super controversial because we kind of in a way like already know how certain parties feel about this one. Well, actually, we don't have any Eagles fans on here, so we're okay. But for the Titans, their suggestion was, if you score and get a 2-point conversion, you win the game. The other is pretty much whoever the fuck scores. Like it's completely bananas. Mike, start this one off for us.
I'll be honest, I don't like either one. Do I
Explain.
think it needs to be fixed? Abso-freaking-lutely. Yes, my team was a benefit of the way it is, but I don't care. It needed to be fixed years ago when I've been saying that. What I honestly think they should do is I think they should go to
Hospital handle business.
What I think break his tooth. What I think they should do is go to a format of alteration of the college rule. And instead of the 25 like the college does, put it at the 50. Put it at the 50 and say go. And back and forth until it's over.
Pain.
I know that they basically said it's what the rule is basically everybody gets one chance to after the touchdown, right? That's the normal rule. Well, that's the original proposed. I'm not gonna lie that although that probably makes the most sense, I think the Titans one kind of cracks me up.
The Colts and Eagles one makes sense to you. Yeah. Allow both teams an opportunity to possess the ball in overtime.
Yeah, if they get a touchdown on you and then get a field goal, then you have a chance to beat the touchdown in 2 points, or something like that, or a touchdown and field goal, and then just keep it going. I mean, it makes sense, right? But the reason they made the change was possible injuries, guys playing longer, that kind of shit.
Hey, whoever on the panel or in the comments can tell me what rule in the bylaws, what number rule this would be amending. I'll take a shot right now.
In the chat or in the us?
In the chat or either between you guys here.
Rule 16.
Fuck you.
But I would go with, I like the Titans one. I don't know what it is, but that shit cracked me cracked me the fuck up.
I mean, the Titans one.
It's just like I find it more suspense because at that point, it would say you really got fucked. Like like you guys got fucking fucked. You got 6 and 2. You lost. Like deal with it. And I know it's the competitive equity situation all over again, but I'm kind of like, you got fucking scored twice on it. Is a single play. It's a single fucking play. So then you get the ball back, you go 6, and then you have to go 2. I don't know. Fuck, I don't care. They would need to figure out, but I think that 6 and 2 would make for a fucking.
I didn't think that anyone was going to get that. I didn't think that anyone was going to get that.
Exactly. So you basically have the same set of rules.
No, I'm talking about the question that I asked, the pop quiz.
Oh. Anyways, so I thought it was either 16 or 24 4 or something weird like that. Anyway, so that's it. I like the Titans one. I hate to admit it, but I think it just makes better moments.
I'll break it down in a second. How I favor it, but I like your take a lot, Pat.
I was okay with NFL overtime rules.
You were okay with that's fine. No, that's an okay
I
take.
was that
No,
guy.
that's a fine take.
Yeah.
That's a fine take.
Yeah, I think it's fine too.
I was okay with that rules. I feel like the more you try and overanalyze things and try and get it as fair as possible, you're taking away from the game of football.
Can I ask
hold on. We need to have these takes though, so that we can have these discussions.
No. I know. I agree with. I understand Pat's point about the, score first, whatever. My question to Pat is, in regular season, are you okay with it ending up in a tie?
I don't like it, but
that's my issue.
But does it have its place? But does it have its place? But does it have its place? So no. But does it have its place?
I would tell the teams to do better.
At this point, it's so infrequent that I'm not concerned with it.
If you're,
I'm more upset that the Steelers weren't smart enough to tell Najee Harris that the game can end in a fucking tie than the fact that ties exist.
The only thing I want to add
I feel like a tie adds another element to the long game.
I get your point, Robbie, but my only point that I want to add about the tie is if you're going to have a tie, I am okay with it. I was. The reason I'm not okay with it the way it is now is I was okay with it when it was a full quarter OT. When they moved it to a 10-minute OT is when I had a problem with it.
Okay, fair.
Okay, that's fair.
Z2. A tie has its place.
I like free football, so it doesn't matter what rule changes they make to me. I like the way that OT ends now, even though a lot of people complain about it. But defense wins championships.
Yeah,
that's what OT brings.
Yeah, but now to what Pike or to what Mike? I'm sorry, holy fuck, I'm fucked up. I drank tequila earlier. To what Mike brought up.
I like the college rule aspect that he brought up, but
but
they gotta find the even ground because I think
is there a certain place where a tie has its place in the sport? Then, like I think this question now broadens itself with Mike's take.
Oh yeah,
we think baseball's boring because it takes so long if you go into extra innings. So,
but this isn't the same sport. This isn't the same sport, and no, you don't run it the whole time until someone or but fuck, like if a tie happens, a tie happens.
Yeah,
do better.
Do better. Do fucking
getting paid
better
millions to play good.
Reference. There have been 27 ties since the NFL started allowing ties in 1970.
Wow, 27. How many years of fucking football did we celebrate?
In 50 plus.
That feels low.
Because
that's the Super Bowl era.
But it seems like there's been a lot more recently.
There's been 100 years of fucking
let me
football.
finish. Let me
Does
finish.
the Browns fucking play and own half of those 27 ties?
17 of those ties happened before 2011. So doing that roughly 35-year period. In the last 10 years, there's been 10 ties. So almost one a year.
The Steelers have 2 of those. Fuck my life. Okay, sorry.
So in a way,
and that's because they changed it from a 15-minute to a 10.
Yep.
In a way, it still has its place then.
Partially.
Raj?
My take. Okay. Y'all might clown me for this, but I think they should change the CFL's overtime rules. And I will explain those to you right now. Okay?
Let's go.
So.
Yeah, which is.
Do they apologize for ending in a tie and
yes,
get on with their life?
What we do. Yeah, and then we all have a party at Tim's after. That's how it works.
Fuck.
Oh fuck, you guys don't know what Tim's is. Never mind. All right.
Timmy Hortons?
Oh yeah,
that's
you know
why
what Tim's is. You're from
that's
fucking.
That's why it was a great Canadian joke, bro.
Yeah. All right. So basically,
give me that maple log.
Fuck yeah. So CFL overtime rules.
Canadian.
Each team given the same number of possessions. Okay. Coin toss is held. Whatever team wins goes first. They choose whether they want to take it or defer it, whatever. Right? So, in the regular season, each team will get 2 possessions. All right. They start at the opposing 35-yard line. Or no, sorry. Yeah, the opponent's 35-yard line. make their way down the field. If they score a touchdown, they must attempt a 2-point conversion. All right. Then the next team gets an opportunity to score. If after each team has had a possession, one team is leading and one team, say, got the 2-point convo, one team didn't, then the team that's leading wins. Okay. If it's tied, again, they do it again, another possession. If after both teams have had 2 possessions, game ends in a tie. In the playoffs, however, that cycle repeats itself until a team wins. So personally, I think that's a lot better than what the fuck the NFL has right now.
It's a hybrid of the college game, except
It essentially is.
It's a hybrid, but after 2, it's over in the regular season.
In the regular
I
season,
am okay with that.
Out of all the football I've watched, that's personally my favorite.
At that point, it removes special teams. So there's no reason to ever punt. You have 4 downs.
How about this random
There's
one?
3
Would you
downs.
guys be down for like a horse version where if you're
Suck
fucking
my
no, let me
dick.
finish. If a team gets a playoffs, right? If a team makes a touchdown, the other team has to do it in the same amount of plays or less.
No, suck my dick.
No.
Raj,
Really
why
quick.
would they get replaced?
Another rule change. Amending Rule 6, Section 1, Article 3, make permanent the free kick formation change implemented during the 2021 season that established a maximum number of players in the setup zone.
Fuck cares?
That's one of those ones where it's like kind of let it happen, like let it happen. We had already saw it during the 2021 season. It was fine, didn't impact the game for real. That one I don't care about. But in regards to the overtime, I am in favor of the Tennessee Titans.
Yes.
If I go down and I shit on you once and I shit on you again
In one fucking play, by the way.
yeah, like it is what it is. You have to deal with that. You have to live with that.
Get fucked. That's what I would say. I would literally finish and be like, get fucked, and I'd walk off the fucking field.
Yeah.
Could you see teams on the 2-point conversion doing like really bad defensive penalties, unless they feel like they got
Donald.
Hi.
This actually avoids me doing a trivia question that I was gonna do.
We should start doing trivia. We should.
I'm about to start bringing it back. I'm about to start streaming a lot more now.
Oh yeah.
I'm just faster at Google than you guys, so I'll get them all.
Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rum boys and girls. What to do, dilly.
Stings like a motherfucker, doesn't it?
Fuck you.
They should do the coffin. They should do a coffin corner contest with the punters like Madden.
We all know OT should be non-kickers taking field goals from 10 yards.
Non-kickers.
Just love it as non-kickers.
God
I read it
damn.
as kickers, and I'm like, what the
Hey,
fuck?
Derek Carr, hold on. Derek Carr he was a punter at Fresno State as well as a quarterback. Just so everyone knows.
List
What
Rodrigo.
if they had to do like kicks from like the pylons? So like you get this weird angle to try and
Really quick.
I mean,
hey,
sorry.
really quick. I'm gonna take a sip of the mixed drink before I get into the next topic. What
forget the
this
Odell
is for?
kick
This is
the
for
fuck
the chat as well. This is for the chat. So if the panel doesn't get it, it down first to the chat. What team has the only 5th down recorded in history?
The Buccaneers. No.
Okay, that's your take. You're done.
Fuck.
Mike.
I want to say it was the Seattle Seahawks.
Pat.
Is it from a state that you live in?
Pat, just fucking get the take.
Colorado Buffaloes.
Wait, what? Okay. I don't think they're an NFL team.
Oh.
We have the Colts as a guess.
I had a
Toby, what's your guess?
I have a guess. I think I remember.
I know what it is, but I got it backwards.
College football did it.
It is college football.
No,
it's
not.
NFL.
It's NFL.
I think.
It's
okay,
NFL.
wait. Can I give my take?
Toby,
I think I remember who this
Toby,
is.
what's yours? Toby, what's yours?
And I remember.
The Saints.
Raj, what's yours?
It was at the time Washington Redskins against the
There you go.
or against the Bucks. Against the Bucks.
Yes, it was against the Bucks.
They were like
It
10
was-
yards. They were 10 yards out from the from the end
it
zone.
was.
They got 5
I
down.
had it backwards. Yeah, it was
CR got
Commanders
it.
into the fucking Bucks.
It was
Should have
like
known it was a homer question.
right?
It wasn't. No, it wasn't. Honestly, it wasn't meant to be. But when CR donoed, I was about to ask a trivia question. I was like, "What's the most off the wall shit I could think of?"
Yeah.
And that
The
was
only
one of
reason
the
I
ones.
remembered that was because fucking Muscle Hamster was like my favorite player back then for whatever reason.
Doug Martin, baby.
Muscle Hamster.
Oh, yeah.
I hated that name. That motherfucker hated that shit. I
hated
remember
that
it
name.
is because fucking it popped up on YouTube a couple years ago, and I remember going, "Who the fuck cares about these two shitty teams?" And I moved on. I watched that shit. I was like, "Of course, it'd be the two shittiest teams out there, fucking doing a
It's
fifth
one of-
down and then getting nothing done."
Hey, really quick, till today, a little YouTube fact. That clip is one of the. It is in the million view club, close to approaching the billion view club. There's only very few videos on YouTube that are in the billion view club. Yeah. So yeah, it's from a content creator standpoint, like it's a kind of a big deal. If you all right, really quick. So this is more so of an evergreen topic, a hypothetical. You guys get to relax, let your fucking hair down, all right, girls. All right, I'm kidding. Yeah.
I don't have much hair left.
If you could see any football player in their prime in today's NFL, who would you pick and why? We start with Raj.
Okay. Fuck. I've actually thought about this, and
There's
weirdly,
so
I thought
many
about
ways
it.
You pick any
'Kay.
player. There's so many ways you can go with it.
Okay, so
You can pick a college player.
I'm going really off the wall here. All right, I actually thought about this, and it's somewhat from a fantasy
Bo
standpoint.
Jackson says C yard. So that one's off the board.
Okay,
Clear it off. Don't call that one. No one call that one. Make
Hear
it
me out.
interesting.
just hear me out. This is really fucking weird. If Matt Forte had come to the league in like 2017 or 2018, he would be probably the
He'd
most sought after
smack
running back in the
fools.
league.
He'd smack the
love Matt
fuck out
Forte.
of fools. He'd smack fools. Him and Curtis Martin would be two people that would smack the fuck out
Well,
of
Matt
fools
Forte
right
was
now.
never like a crazy trucking guy, but he was just like
He's so
agile.
elusive.
Fuck.
He's so elusive.
He's so good.
People
You're
used
just
to say that
grabbing
Marshawn was
ankles.
better than him, and I was like, I don't know, man. This motherfucker can do it all.
Marshawn had
I
a
watched him
different
play
style.
50 yards
Marshawn had a different style.
Oh, yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
That's not even.
But people would say he's
don't
better.
ever,
I'm like,
don't
he's not
ever,
better. I can't say he's
don't
better.
don't ever compare the two.
Good
Please
fucking
not
one,
in my
Raj. I
presence.
love Matt
Yeah,
Forte.
I like-
Moody
okay,
just
I'll-
posted about him recently too, and I
I'll
cried.
take that. I'll take that. Toby, if you could see any football player in their prime in today's NFL, who would you pick and why?
I would pick Earl Campbell just so I could watch him run through some bitches.
Whoa, that's
Good running back.
sick.
Like that.
That's sick. Oh my goodness. I don't want to see that too. That
I
was
want to see if he had
sexy.
some hands on him too. In
Yeah,
this day and
that
age,
was-
perhaps into the running back.
Wait, can I?
That was kinky. That was kinky. Wow.
Can we do like a
alright.
second go around of this topic?
Hook him, baby.
Like after? Because I have another one of these.
I may or may not. Let's see how
Do an
we're working
offensive
on
player and a
time.
defensive player.
Ooh, let's do
see
that.
how-
Let's do
Yep,
that.
yep.
Yeah,
I'll
do
do
a
def-
defense.
I'll do defensive player on the go round. Give me an offensive player
Yeah.
this go round. Give me a defensive player on the back end. Pat, let's go.
I want to see what today's offensive coaches can scheme up for Barry Sanders.
Oh my goodness.
You took
I
mine.
feel, I,
but good
I
job.
feel like he'd have like 5 passing touchdowns too. Like, it
Oh,
would
we
just-
got to hold on. We got to vote for Don Houston in the chat.
Don
Hey,
Hudson.
Don
Bro,
Hudson.
wait,
Don
sorry. Can I
Hudson.
just
I'm sorry.
can I do the reverse real quick? Fucking Taysom Hill in the leather helmet era. Elite.
No,
So
he's at this
fucking
era,
good.
you dick.
I know. That's why I said the reverse.
Okay. Go.
Wait, this is gonna be weird.
Pat, was that your offensive player?
Yeah,
Who was it again?
Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders.
BS.
Payne. Go ahead.
Okay, can I take away injuries off the guy and like he comes in healthy? Never got
You can-
injured, comes in healthy.
You have to take them in their prime. You are getting them in their prime.
Yeah. So,
So
am I
it
fucked
doesn't
up?
matter. You don't have to go with a Hall of Famer. You don't have to go
I know.
flashy
So he's not-
scene. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna say about this, and then people are gonna be like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" I want to see prime Colt McCoy. That guy was so crazy in college, gets the shoulder injury, never the same again. And even as a backup, that dude was very serviceable. He was serviceable last year for the fucking Cardinals. Like, and he's one of the biggest what ifs I can think of. And I feel bad because that dude could be the shit.
No, I like it. I like it.
It's random. I'm not a big college guy, but he stuck the fuck out for me when I was watching.
You say football player. Like, it was easy for any of it. Like, I like that. Okay.
Yeah,
Mike,
I feel like Mike got fucking robbed. Yeah.
Mike,
Dude didn't.
You can go with anything in football. It's anything in football. Anyone in football.
I am gonna go
Patrick Mahomes.
Remember, you have a defensive pick on the other end.
Everyone fucking laughing.
I am going Thurman Thomas.
Ooh.
What? On this your offensive pick and why?
I think even though he's in a gold jacket, I still think he's an underrated player. And in today's game, I think that he would be able to be he'd be a pass catching back in this game, and he could run over some of those guys, and he's elusive too. He's strong and elusive at the same time.
You know what? I'm gonna circle back to the top of the show when we were talking about Tyreek Hill. And it's a player that I brought up so many fucking times. Whenever we talk about throwback NFL, whenever we talk about guys that are not like Hall of Fame, you already know what I'm saying. It's Rocket Ishmael, baby.
No? The fucking arcade machine?
So
Rocket Ishmael all day. Who are you beating on the go route? Who are you beating? Who are you beating on the go route? What are you gonna do? You're fucked from the moment it says height. From the moment any QB that's back there says height, you're fucked. You're done. You're done. You're straight up done. Like Rocket Ishmael was he perfected that whole little stutter step that a lot of y'all like see receivers do, that jab, boom, boom, quick go, and hit the outside. That was Rocket, baby. That was Rocket. Go back, watch the film, check it out. Tell me that I'm fucking wrong. Rocket would straight up Tyreek Hill the fuck out of DBs in this NFL. He would just blow past anyone. Just gone. Like, where'd you go? Oh shit, you're behind me. But speaking of fast, and speaking of fast as fuck, boy, I'm gonna flip it over to defense. Matt's up in the chat. What's good, Matt? What's good, bro? I'm gonna switch over to defense. And if I could see any defensive player in today's NFL in their prime, let's lock down the fucking field with Darryl Green, baby.
Good call.
Let's go. Let's get the fastest fucking DB, even when he was 40 years old. One of the fastest players in NFL history. Let's get Darryl Green out there. Just locked down. Covered. And he played in, for those that don't know, he played in the same era as Dion. Had just about as good, if not better, stats than Dion in some places. Just wasn't as flashy. Give me him and Dion in this era. Oh God, I think I just football gasm. Mike, who do you got defensively in this era?
One of the ultra competitors, and he's an old man. And I would still put him on the football field because he would still knock some people over. And that's freaking Dick freaking Butkus.
Fuck you.
Wow.
That was my pick.
Wow. I knew that was coming. I was like, I was like, Dick Butkus or fucking Lawrence Taylor are about to come up.
Wait, Mike, can I give you my comparison, see if we're on the same wavelength?
Yeah.
Luke Kuechly.
Yes
Dick
or
no?
Butkus?
With
more
tenacity.
Yeah.
With more tenacity.
Fuck. Don't know.
With more tenacity, I agree.
Yeah.
Can we also mention that Dick Butkus played the first 5 years of his career with torn ligaments in his knee?
We
that
got
had never
Night
been
Train Lane in
in
the
high
chat,
school that he
too.
never got healed up, and won 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards on torn ligaments in his knee.
No, that this is very true. Like, no,
Also-
this is all true. Like,
Also, shout out Dick Butkus' Twitter because that shit's fucking hilarious.
so we have one pick, which means
Wait.
you two have to switch your pick. So you have
Yeah.
time to pick.
He
You have time to
responded.
switch.
Dick Butkus responded to a tweet of mine earlier this week or last week. Someone I asked someone about some retired player that they wish they could have seen in person, and someone said Dick Butkus, and he responds back with, "I'm still alive," because the tweet asked for someone that you would have liked to have seen live or live.
So yeah, I
one interaction with Dick Butkus. This
Leaf
week.
defense kind of cut where I was going at a little bit. I kind of want to see if Night Train Lane could hold up in this NFL. But if I had to really pick a guy to go back, I want Charles Woodson back.
All right, so you're taking Charles Woodson because
I would want
Night Train
Charles
Lane?
Woodson back. The dude was just. I think he's. I would say he's going to be an underrated top 9 cornerback of all time. Guy played safety. Guy played fucking corner. Guy would.
Hold on,
what
because
the
of the
only DB
era.
to be-
Hold on, because of the personal conversation that you and I have had, especially about like Madden and shit.
Yeah,
I was so ready for you to go Brian Dawkins, bro. I'm not gonna I'm not even fucking with you, bro. Like the look
he's
on your
good at Madden.
face. Yeah, well, the look on your face the whole time when I said we're gonna do a defensive player, I thought that's where you're going. So
I want to see
I'm
what
gonna let
Brian
you
Night
defend your
Train Lane
take.
would do, but I like Charles Woodson just so much more. I've never seen a man play to like just for his team. You know, he played his heart out for the worst Raiders team in history. You know,
I want to know
think
who's
about
better
who's
in Madden between Lane and fucking Dawkins, bro.
And Madden always shows up with like Night Train's like just like ridiculous
Ridiculous
cornerback.
stack, yeah.
But I was gonna say is that I think the only cornerback or DB and ever to be nominated right in college for was fucking Charles Woodson. You know, he's the only guy ever fucking nominated. That's like the craziest shit.
Hey, really quick trivia question. All right, so the panel gets the answer, the chat gets the answer. The chat should know this one because it's been asked on this channel before. Who is the cornerback that the 5-yard bump rule is named after?
I know this.
Wait, say it again.
Raj knows it. Who is the cornerback, the CB, that the 5-yard bump and coverage rule for defensive backs is named after?
Oh, well, he pointed to it, but I didn't know this one. I'm not gonna guess.
Just look at the.
I know.
No,
You're
it's
not that guy,
No.
but like same jersey.
Yeah.
Mel Blount.
Oh, Blount.
Good job, Mike. Good
buddy.
job. Good job. It's the
corner,
Mel
too.
Blount rule.
Sir.
Pat, who do you got?
Heisman Woodson.
What's the question?
Defensive
Your
player.
defensive player.
That'd be most impactful.
No, who you would want to see. This is just who you want to see play in this era. Doesn't matter how impact. Who do you want to see as a fan?
Since I took your
era.
Dick Butkus.
Yeah, I know you took my Dick Butkus.
You took my Barry Sanders.
Okay, that's fine.
Dude, there's so many. I
I know.
already saw Patrick
we
Willis in the
mentioned
chat.
Lawrence Taylor. We kind of hinted at Reggie White. Like pass rushers are pass rushers. They're gonna do their thing regardless of era. I don't see I think the offensive lines have gotten much better. Where today it's different.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to.
Who do you want to see though? Like
I
who
don't
do
know.
What-
I'm racking my
you want to
brain.
see Reggie White?
You're not gonna see shit
You wanna
then.
see Reggie White? You want to see Reggie White? Is Reggie
I would
White
love to
your
see
guy?
Reggie White just as a Packers fan, but that's where I'm at. And it's,
But would O
He would
line
be
be,
game-breaking.
as athletic as they are today if we didn't have guys like LT and Reggie White though?
No.
I got to bring that up. So
Dude,
they wouldn't
dude.
be conditioned to be as athletic as they are now.
LT and Reggie
If it
White
wasn't
would
for
fucking
LT and Reggie
demolish these O lines.
No,
Larry
that's the thing.
Tunsil's not
They-
fucking holding up
No,
against.
but I'm not saying that. But LT invented athletic tackles, and you cannot deny that.
No.
forced it to happen.
So that's what I'm saying. Is would athletic lines even be a thing? Right? I don't think they would. So you can't even make that comparison.
dude, look.
Because the way I'm taking this question, you're picking him out of that era and dropping him here, right? So,
yeah, we're taking him out of that era and we're putting him in this era.
That's what I'm saying. So their impact is not felt.
If you're just dropping him in, I think he's gonna put up and be like Aaron Donald or TJ Watt.
Yeah, you're not fucking with Reggie White right now. Like you're not like if you're taking prime Reggie White, you're putting him in today's NFL. Goodbye, Tom Brady.
I don't think so. I think the offensive line.
Okay, Reggie White against Lamar Jackson. Who are you taking? Who survives that?
Lamar Jackson.
One down.
You
think Lamar gets away?
Does he get to him?
He's gonna outrun him. Does Reggie White have the angle or no?
Reggie White got the angle, bro.
Okay, then he sacks him.
You think he's beating today's
just playing NFL now?
He did. Then.
Yeah, like okay, so yeah,
no. I think offensive line play has improved enough. In the last,
I don't think that offensive line play has improved enough to stop Reggie White or fucking Lawrence Taylor, bro.
I didn't say stop. I just said slow down. He's not gonna be as game.
You're gonna take. Hey, Joe Thomas.
I've seen a lot of shitty left tackles in my Dolphins.
Joe Thomas is one of the greatest offensive linemen. Period. Is Joe Thomas standing up against? Well, I mean, he had to stand up against Reggie. Is Joe Thomas really good for fucking Cleveland Browns? Fucking Joe Thomas, one of the greatest offensive line. Period. One of the greatest offensive linemen. Period. Is Joe Thomas good enough to fucking withstand Lawrence Taylor and Reggie White? I don't think so.
Okay.
I think you could pose. I think you can pose the question.
I think it's an error question.
You can pose the question: Reggie White in the 3 technique against Quentin Nelson, right now.
Oh my God.
Who are you taking?
Reggie White. I'm taking Reggie.
Okay.
I don't think that Quentin can handle that work. The hands are too big and powerful, bro.
Yeah, but that's your take, and that's fine.
So let's pull it back really quick, right? So Reggie,
we got Z2 and Roger got to do this one too.
No, I want to just chime in on this. So Reggie White played up until what 2000, right? So he played for quite some time. I would compare it to: do you think DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller, like DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller, were at different sides of their careers, and DeMarcus Ware still put the fuck up.
Okay, but DeMarcus Ware.
So no, I'm agreeing with you. My point though, is that I still think that 2000 to 2020, I don't think is that far the fuck off in a way. Right, Reggie White played through the 85 to 2000, so even I would say 90. You know, obviously if he's in this prime,
we get into this debate between Lawrence and fucking Reggie every time we bring up defense. This shit happens with these two.
No, but we're comparing it to O-linemen. I actually agree with you. I think they could hold up a little bit. I think it's fine. I don't think they went that back. This isn't like a
Bruce Smith's the better of the two. We didn't even say
I think DBs are the ones that suffer the most. If you bring an old DB and put them forward.
Okay, well,
Z2
might be interested with my pick then.
Z2, what's your defensive player if they played in this era?
Y'all kind of shitting on D linemen, but I want to see Javon Kearse play in this area.
I love the D linemen.
We're not shitting on. Hold on, we are not shitting on D linemen.
They were.
I was a specialty.
Yeah,
I think Javon Kearse, with his side, just an athletic freak, could dominate in this era. Like a Myles Garrett, that kind of size guy.
Kearse was super quick. He has explosiveness. I love him. I love him just coming shooting off the toes and just blasting through the gap. I like that. Yeah, Javon Kearse would be a problem right now. For real. Paying Tyreek. I missed the stream that covered the wildest. Bro, hey, check out the beginning. We definitely talked about it. My God, 2 mortal enemies now. This show is here to fucking make friends and enemies. Raj, who do you have?
Okay, so this might go against what Peng was saying a little bit, but I gotta say Paul Krause. Obviously, none of us here were able to watch him. Right?
No, yeah,
but
dude.
6'3", so it just goes. I mean, we can still watch film, like we can still, and I have.
Yeah.
Like I've watched games. He's 6'3", 200 pounds. He's a perfect fucking hybrid safety and corner, the all-time career NFL interceptions leader. I would fucking love to see that man in the NFL today. I don't know. That's just my.
I just don't know if he holds up. I think
I think he
passing is
does, just
150 by
athleticism wise.
No, I don't know. I don't know if
QBs are better.
If DK is coming across his
Receivers are
zone,
much
bro,
better, but, yeah.
he's gonna fucking clean his clock. Really quick, I want to toss out an honorable mention, Sean Taylor, bro.
Of course.
Steve Atwater.
And my honorable mention is Derek Thomas.
My honorable mention is Cordell Stewart. Shout out Slash.
My honorable mention is David Carr. I'm just kidding.
Hey, if he would have been on a different team, you never know.
I know.
True.
Like I said, I still stick by Colt McCoy, man. That dude, I think, he's a great what if.
Really quick.
I missed out on the offensive guys, but the referees, those are quite offensive to me.
Oh.
Shout out replacement refs.
Really quick. The amount of football knowledge that happened there. I always say this. I say this every season. And especially when we bring up topics like this, those of you guys that are in the chat, check out NFL throwback games. There is nothing wrong with, rolling a blunt or, pouring a nice cold one and watching some old school Leatherhead football.
You know what I want to go back and watch after this? I want to go back and watch.
By the way, if you didn't catch it, and then
which one? A new one? A new one coming?
Matt had it. Dono.
Wait, I think I got Matt Sono earlier.
Okay, did Sean watching drama?
Yeah.
Okay, and then he had a question too.
Hang on.
On the bottom.
But speaking of going back and watching
games, I got that.
You think the Texans got a good haul for Watson?
I want to go back and watch Christian Okoye run over some people tonight after we're done.
You know what I'm on? Fuck you. Mike All-Star run over some people.
Okay, throwback games.
The Texans are going to be the Texans. The Texans are going to have to do with what they did with what they're going to have to do with that. The Browns are going to have to do what they're going to have to do with that. The best way to answer this question is watch it unfold. Like right now, there's not a depictive winner or loser. It looks more like the Texans
as much as they could for him.
And right now, it looks like the morally righteous person in me wants to say that the Texans are winning. The Browns could come out on top, but it's also going to depend if we already know that Amari cannot function without someone comparable to take away coverage for him. We already know that Amari is a wide receiver 1B at best. So there's a lot that's going into that. Until it happens, Laz is a gamer. He's going to try and win with whatever he has. There's a reason why the Raiders moved on. There's a reason why the Cowboys moved on. What Cooper's going to be for Cleveland, there's a reason why Odell and Landry moved on. So, and I get that was underneath Baker, but still. And yes, drink up. Let's go. But no, really quick. I love that this channel really does know football. We know our shit. We know our history. Really quick. We're going to bring it. So we were in the time machine. Rick and Morty style.
Yeah.
Pang, you're my Morty. I look at Pang as my Morty, basically, honestly. Like, I'm Rick and, like, that's my Morty.
My name's not Rick.
No, like I'm talking about like our banter and like how we act. That's my Morty. Well,
me and Pat are just Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, y'all are. Yeah. Yo, if we were to break down each cast member right now by cartoon character, you're right. We're gonna start with Pang.
Roger Cat Dog.
We'll go back. We'll go back to you, Mike, and then we'll go to the bottom crew in reverse order. I just want to mix this one up. Pang, what is the worst free agency signing of the offseason to you, in your opinion?
So far.
The worst free agency signing.
The worst. So. Like what is dog shit? Doo-doo butter.
I know. I'm thinking of all the doo-doo butter that I could possibly have in my life. fuck. I think I want to say the Zay Jones one.
Where did that fucker go?
He went to the Jags.
Went to the
He got
Jags.
fucking paid like 8 to 10 mil to do it.
Well,
I want to say it's absolutely the worst because, and I'm going to argue second for MVS, but I feel like Patrick Mahomes can make him good. I don't know if Lawrence puts that same boat for Zay Jones. I mean, Zay Jones like had Derek Carr.
Chat got really fast.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not down for the. I think the Zay Jones was probably the worst signing. I feel like Christian Kirk, as much as I want to dog him, I think he can turn around. I just think because the Cardinals just were kind of stupid, anyways. So I'm gonna go with that one. I think Zay Jones was the worst signing possible.
Mike, what do you have? What do you have? Because this is a paying versus you episode.
So I was thinking Christian Kirk, but that's too obvious. But I am staying with the Jacksonville Jaguars, just like paying. And I'm saying stone hands Evan Ingram.
Damn, 9 mil.
Yeah, yo, hey. That I
Nick Chubb for 12 doesn't seem so bad now, does it?
I haven't said my take yet, but you fucking dumbasses. Raj.
Okay. I have two that come to mind. I will bring up the one that is kind of off the wall again. Will Dissly to the Seahawks.
Fuck you.
He
that's a good one.
is a blocking tight end.
Bro.
Hasn't had more than like 200.
No, he's a
receiving
pass
yards.
catching tight end.
No.
He can catch. He can catch.
No,
He
he
can
catches
catch.
hospital beds.
He's a damn good. He's a damn good blocker, bro. He is a very
Bro,
good
he
blocker.
can be a guy. No,
But-
here's the thing with Will Dissly, he can be a guy. He can't stay healthy.
Facts. But okay, take this into account. Will Dissly's new contract, his AAV is now higher than Darren Waller's and equal to Uzuma. So that's a massive
It's really
fucking
bad.
overpay.
That's a good
it's
one.
Terrible.
That motherfucker hasn't played, I don't think, more than 5 games a season.
Okay. What we got, Z2?
We talked about what the Broncos needed not too long ago.
Brandon Sheriff.
And
we're not
we
talking all
said
the time,
they-
just this season.
We said they needed pass rush, and they signed Randy Gregory to 5 years, $70 million, who's 34 and had a great season last year, but before that wasn't particularly great. And he has off the field issues as well in the past, so I don't know why you're going to commit 5 years.
I think I was. Well, I think I was reading about it. He's never played a full season.
Yeah.
He's also never had more than 6 sacks in a season.
And he just got the bag from the Broncos.
Just got the fucking bag.
I don't particularly enjoy the Von Miller signing either, but that's another.
Pat.
Well, I was going to say Von Miller after Will Dissly got taken.
The panel is sharp tonight. The panel is on it.
I will go with the obvious and what may go down as one of the worst signings in history at the current valuation. Christian Kirk. Actually, I'll go with different guy. Different Kirk.
No, I want you to
give me Kirk Cousins getting another year on his extension.
Yep.
Interesting.
Instead of just cutting bait and just moving on, they said, "Screw you, Minnesota fans! You get one more guaranteed year, and that cap hit's getting pushed out even farther."
Okay.
Skull.
Pang is not here at the moment. I'm sure he's gonna come back because I'm sure he's hearing me. Mike, what's yours?
Me and Pang already went.
Oh fuck!
We're going around again.
It's you. It's you.
Yeah, no, it's on me.
Let's do it again.
All right.
For me, no. I have no heat. I have no controversy. Look. Follow Wide Receiver School on Instagram if you haven't already. If you're like a real like a football fan, like you're following guys like him and Footwork King and shit like that. I know receivers that are going to wide receiver school that are probably worth more than you, Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk, I love you. I love you. I adore you. I appreciate you. I don't want anything about this take to get clipped the wrong way and get misconstrued. 18 million, my guy. I want you to prove me wrong. I want you to prove me wrong. I don't think you're going to prove me wrong in a Jacksonville jersey. In Duval.
Pause real quick, Robbie. Christian Kirk's contract, although a little absurd, we kind of forget that Robert Woods got paid like 38 million when that motherfucker never.
I'm not utilizing it. You're not going to convince me to utilize that same logic. You're not going to convince me to do that. I've already heard. I've already
paid like 35.
I've already been through this debate, Payne.
Just saying, it's
the same point last time.
Huh?
This isn't. Listen, lightning doesn't fucking strike in a bottle twice.
No, that's not a lightning thing. No, they paid a motherfucker a ton of money.
Look. Let my take be what it is. Christian, if you fucking see it, it is what it is. How I feel doesn't stop the fact that I think that you're a talented player. I know I couldn't guard you one-on-one. There's guys in the league that I could probably guard one-on-one. I know you're not one of those guys. So it's not disrespect. I think that it's more so of get your bag, player. You in Florida. Don't worry about them taxes. But I don't think this isn't ring bound. Jacksonville ain't doing shit. You signed to a franchise that ain't doing shit for you besides paying you. And as long as that's enough for you and your family, that's fine.
It's enough for all our families.
But exactly, right? That's enough for all of our families.
Our families plus chats.
But brother, from the critique of what I'm supposed to do as a media member, it's not winning rings. I love you. I appreciate you. I would love to hop in a workout with you, and chill and interview you. This is no disrespect. This is no slight. Christian Kirk did get overpaid.
If he puts up top 5 numbers, would he be overpaid?
Bad team tax concept is exactly what it is.
Are you sure they didn't think that they were signing Christian Kirk C?
Wow, you got jokes.
That was bad. I'm sorry.
I think
he also got signed for 2 years and though. But
I mean, he probably saw Trevor Lawrence and thought he was fucking worth playing with, man. Because Kyler didn't put up numbers.
I think the 10 mil on average for MVS is too much as well.
The MVS was ridiculous.
Look, I had to go ahead and I had to lay down the pipe on that one. It is what it is. Like,
do you think MVS's contract is a substitute to Christian Kirk's?
It's a substitute to Zay Jones.
Wait,
I don't think that
motherfuckers can run straight, and that's all they can do. Gotta run fast.
I think that Mahomes, I think that Mahomes is gonna make MVS look like a rock star for the first 4 games. And once you remember, oh shit, I just gotta cover you the same way I did when you were in Green Bay. I don't know if MVS is used to seeing different coverage. I don't know if he's used to seeing the AFC is stacked from top to bottom, from offense to defense, from every team basically. Like 16 of those teams.
I just don't see he couldn't do it with one great quarterback. What makes us
and that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying.
But the coaching's better, right? Yeah. Now you're getting Andy Reid, who isn't like autistic, right? So
he's gonna get more of a disguise.
You're getting a better coach. And Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know, but how are you? But how are like the Chiefs' X's and O's are going to be so interesting this season? While we have like 10 minutes or so in the show, that offense is going to be interesting. Mike, what do you have? What do you have?
Raising his hand.
No, the only reason I have that look on my face is.
Do I need to fucking pick up my microphone for you?
No, when you said that the Chiefs' offense is going to be interesting, I just want to bring up one thing that scares the living no, it is, but there's one thing that scares the living daylights out of me. The enemy is the OC. Great, I love it. But don't forget who we brought in to be our freaking passing coordinator / quarterbacks coach.
It wasn't it Nagy?
Matt freaking Nagy.
But you're okay.
He developed Trubisky so he could take over in Pittsburgh.
I might get some slack for what I'm about to say, but I think the Chiefs are going to have the worst offense in the AFC West.
They are going to hold on, and that's what I was going to say. They are going to have the worst offense. They are going to have the worst offense.
I will guarantee you they won't.
The Raiders.
Mike. I will invite you to roll yourself a fucking joint or a blunt next week.
No.
What?
They will not. They won't have the best, but it won't be the worst.
Mahomes is good.
I'm not a homer in the sense that I think they're going to be the best.
Okay, no. Here's what's going to happen. Here's what's about to happen. We're going to clip this. 1 minute, 51 seconds.
1 hour.
51
minutes.
Or 1 hour. 1 hour. I'm sorry. 1 hour, 51 seconds. Fuck.
minutes.
1 hour and 51 seconds again.
1 hour, 51 minutes.
Yeah.
51
there you
minutes.
go. You got it, buddy. Good job.
Good job.
Suck my dick.
1 second, 51 milliseconds.
All right. So we're gonna clip this 1 hour, 51 minutes, and can I just do what I'm trying to? Can I just do what I'm trying to do? We want to continue this. We want to continue this conversation. We want to press it forward to the masses. So we're gonna clip this and we're gonna send it over to the YouTubes, the Twitters, Stacks.
Stop yourself. Fucking good comment.
Stacks app. All right. And I want you guys to chime in on it. I want you guys to make content with us. And if you do it, if you make content with us on the Stacks app, we're gonna take it all. We're gonna compile it into one video, and we're gonna release it as a YouTube short. I really want to know how you guys feel like the dynamics of the Kansas City Chiefs offense and the Miami Dolphins offense is going to work out. Give me your best take in 30 seconds over there on the Stacks app. Download it, stacksapp.io. Let's all together make a piece of content and let's go viral with that bitch. Like, why not? Let's do some outros. Mike, start it off and then hand it off.
You can find me here, like always, on Friday nights. You can find me at Drop the Mic FF with banter and trying to do good graphics like the guy below me. And you can find me at Going for Two, and I'm going to be doing some rookie stuff soon. And pass it along to Peng.
Mike, you guys can catch tonight, and he pointed the wrong way.
That way.
Stupid. You guys can catch me on Fantasy Six Pack. I'm still writing my best ball. Best ball content's coming back out soon. I'm finally back in my mojo to start writing again. I also might be writing for another team on the side. I'll let you guys know when that becomes official. And then I actually want to start doing all 22 stuff already, man. That shit is
all 22 all 22 stuff. We're about to start. We're gonna figure out ways to promote that guys for you. Promote that for you guys. Shout out to all 22 for giving us the opportunity, right, fam?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm so fucking excited about fucking possibly doing all 22 type content. Like, just I want to talk about that. I want to take Andrew Van fucking Ginkel in a lineup and get rewarded for it.
And Ginkel laces out.
You can already. It's called IDP.
Yeah, but it's different, man. He doesn't get the stat lines all the time.
I know.
That guy blocked a punt. Come the fuck on.
St. Pat.
All right, you can find me at Twitter at St. Patrick FF and look for this guy and just deal with it.
Z2.
Find me on Twitter at Z2 Fantasy. Might have some more baseball stuff coming around the corner, coming out in terms of graphics and everything. Still going to do all the free agency signings and stuff, have those graphics out as fast as I possibly can. And that's about it.
Raj.
Yeah, find me here on Fridays, sometimes on game days once the season's going. at Twitter, or on Twitter at Rumboyz Raj. And when I feel like it, I will also sometimes make cool pictures like these two motherfuckers. That's about it.
Yeah. Maybe we'll make Raj design next week's background. There we go.
We'll see.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you guys subscribe, like, comment here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network on our YouTube channel. We greatly appreciate you. Also, download the Stacks app, stacksapp.io. You already know what it do. Link is in the description. Also, I feel like I'm forgetting some. monkeyknifefight.com, Monkey Knife Fight on iOS and Android for all your daily fantasy prop needs. Rumboyz in all caps. Follow me at Rumboyz Robbie on Twitter, Snapchat, Rumboyz spelled with a Z-N-E-T on Instagram and TikTok. Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Just Google me and you'll find all of my shit. Excuse me. Yeah, look out for exclusive details on all 22 content coming. We're going to be making some things happen, and we're here for you guys to enjoy all these exclusive things that are going to happen. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do? Dilly dilly, we love and appreciate you. Baby. We'll see y'all for the draft. Oh, wait, really quick. Live draft coverage coming from all of us. We got live draft coverage. Live draft coverage. All 3 days. All 3 days. We got you. Let's go.
All right.